like, how are you defining liquid alts? Because when I think of it, I think of evergreen vehicles, or I think of it as a structure of the actual investment fund. But it sounds like there might be more structuring behind the scenes that I'm not picking up on.
No, you're thinking about it the right way. So, and this goes into, I'll take a step back, and maybe this would be a longer answer than you would like, but cut me off if you want to. I think the RIA space in general has said, okay, we understand the efficient frontier is no longer on that 60/40, right? Maybe it's 60/30/10, whatever it may be. You're not all the way over to the institutional model because the institutions aren't paying taxes, but most client portfolios should have a portion of alternatives if they want to be on the efficient frontier. So then it goes into, well, how do you access that? And every RIA is different. If you're a smaller RIA shop, you might say, okay, I want to access that through liquid alts. And what I mean by that is these are tickered funds. Some of them have less liquid assets underneath, but they have daily or, with the interval tender fund structure, they're going to have quarterly liquidity. That's kind of the first step that an RIA could take to say, okay, I want to deliver this exposure to my clients. I'm sophisticated enough to understand what these exposures in these funds are. And then the second is really direct investments, right? So RIAs will say, let's go direct into fund XYZ, or let's go direct into XYZ commercial real estate building. And then from there, there are a handful of RIAs, a lot of RIAs that say, I want the platform model, right? And the platform model is you sign up, your clients are going to pay a fee. That platform is going to curate a list of different alternative private equity, private credit real estate that you can go into. And that seems to work very well. That's very efficient. And clients like that too. And you're seeing a little bit of a proliferation in the AUM of those platforms. And then the last way I think RIAs are really attacking this is through the feeder funds, right? So that's where we would say the Gen Trust private equity fund, and Brandon's going to put money into that. And you're going to give me XYZ dollars. And then you're giving me discretion or Gen Trust discretion. Say, we're going to invest that in different private equity funds underneath this feeder. That works very well too. And it's pretty elegant from the RIA's standpoint, but it does take away a little autonomy from the investor. Meaning, in that scenario, Brandon, you can't say yes to private equity fund X and no to private equity fund Y. You're kind of in for whatever I'm cooking, you're eating.